Hello everyone. First thing I'd like to say is that this trailer is now on the road and operational. I drove it to the weigh scale at our local landfill, or dump, and I had it weighed so that I could have proof of what it weighs for the registration process, which is fairly minimal in Ontario. At any rate, the good news is, I'll see if I can get this focused in. You see the net weight, 210 kilograms, which is 462 pounds, I believe. So I am well under my 500-pound target. The trailer also has all the fenders on. The box is all bolted on. There are 4 half-inch by 1-inch bolts going into threaded parts of the body using PEX tubing that I threaded. The actual frame is threaded too. I was thinking about putting a safety chain on, but after bouncing it around on the road today, I don't think I need it at all. It's very, very strong. One thing I'm not going to be doing is putting on any sort of molding around the corners. This box is completely sealed everywhere. Basically, it's got 4 layers of glue underneath before any water could ever get in. So this stuff isn't cheap. I believe it comes in 16-foot lengths, and the last time I bought it was $64 a length. And I think we needed 10 lengths altogether. Maybe not that many. Sorry, no, we had to have 6 lengths altogether, and that was barely enough. So it's a pretty high expense. And really, these don't seal anything. They're mostly, from what I can tell, they're just for protection, which is a good idea, but as long as you don't go backing into a tree. And even if you did have one of these on when you backed into a tree, you would still crush that corner and have to repair it. And in our last trailer, we put the Seal Tight corner seal by Dicor, and this is very good stuff. I was planning on using it, hence the unopened box, but I really don't see the point. So I'll save it for the next project, if I ever use this again. What else? As you can see, I have a vent ready to go on. I've marked out the hole up in the middle. I kind of debated where to put it. I decided to just go ahead and put it right in the middle of the trailer on the ceiling. Okay. So with the encouraging news about the weight of the trailer, I've decided to go ahead and put the windows on. When I did weigh it, I put inside the tongue box the stabilizing jacks and one of the windows. So that is things that were going to be installed. So I thought I'll put them in there and get the total weight. I did not weigh the fan. It basically weighs about 4 pounds. So I will be putting windows. This is a horizontal slider. I'm going to put this probably in the door. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a screen. It's from the surplus, one of the surplus places. And I have another window, basically about the same, only it's a vertical slider. What I thought I'd do, this is an outline of a 36 by 26 door. I'm going to put the window on the wall and then later on, if I want to make another door on this side, I'll just cut the door out. I don't want to take the time to make another door right now because it's a very time-consuming process to carefully cut it out, put a strip all the way around the inside of the frame, strip all the way around the door, get your weather stripping on. Anyway, that's been a long process. So I'll see, it's got a plate on it now, and I'm quite happy with it. I've torn off all the plastic protective coating, and doesn't really, the lighting in here really doesn't do it justice how smooth it is. I managed to take some Armor All cleaning wipes, and I managed to get off all the residue from the cellophane tape that I used to hold the strips on while the glue was drying. Inside you can see the weather stripping. Maybe you can't quite see that. I put a double layer of weather stripping in this part where the hinge is. And you can see, I think I showed this before, but there's some shore power. I'm going to be putting some DC into it shortly. I did have a little foam sleeping pad in here, and it fit really well, but I have two of them, but they're too wide to put side by side. I will be getting a mattress from IKEA for it. And here is the D handle for shutting the door. And when it's cranked tight, it makes a completely waterproof seal. I see a lot of factory-built teardrop trailer doors. I've seen at least 4 YouTube videos where the guy took a garden hose to them, and there might as well have been an open window for all the water that ended up in the trailer. I don't know what's wrong with these things, but I don't want to get into that. I also added a little bit of aluminum to stiffen up the hinge and also give a little extra overlap so that the weather stripping compresses properly. Coming around to the front, I don't know if you can notice it or not. One problem I did have was I should have bought wider straps when I was doing the gluing and using the ratchet straps to pull everything tight. The narrow straps left a little bit of a ridge in the middle. To me, it's not even that noticeable. I'm pretty picky, I notice everything. But if you look at how smooth these walls are, I haven't seen a factory built that has walls as smooth as this. This is a totally different way to build a trailer, and it works really well. Inside the tongue box, I guess you can see the window. No, you can't. I'm using a gadget to try to, there's the window. I got a couple of those plastic vents that I'm gonna use for the venting of the floor. And also you can see the stabilizers are in there. And I also weather stripped. I don't know if this is going to be watertight or not, but I have it weather stripped. I'll give it a test sometime. And you can see here, everywhere I want a little extra strength, I just add another layer of Phylon. This is glued and screwed on with the stainless steel screws. Same with down here, where I put the hasp. I doubled it up here, and it allows it to compress a little bit onto the weather stripping. And there's a spot in this hasp where you can put a lock. For now, I'm just using a what are they called? Hairpin clip that usually would go into your pin to hold your receiver in, your hitch into your receiver. All right. So I took it to the dump today. I had it up to 100 kilometers an hour, and it really does seem like there's nothing back there. I have never towed a trailer this light. It really is kind of a revelation. I wish it wasn't as high as it is, because that will affect your frontal area, will cause more drag at high speeds. But because of the wear I put the door, it couldn't be helped. I guess that's about it. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I'd like to thank the people that have subscribed to my channel. There isn't too many of you out there, but that's fine too. I'm not in this to make money, I just enjoy showing people what I invent. So, have a good night. Thanks for watching.